Everything's messy. Maybe you got a pet, you got a dog. Hey, listen, we carry all kinds of great vacuums here at HSN. We have beautiful uprights. We have great cordless vacuums. We've got every kind of brand. But I will tell you, when it comes to brands that really have power, I always, and I'm talking about real solid power, I always kind of lean over to the side of the Shark. For one reason, you're not going to spend $500 or $600 or $700 on a Shark. In fact, the deal I have today, which is a weekly deal drop. Are we going to show them the price, Andre? What do you think? I've been teasing them all day, and I don't want to be accused of that. So let me show you what the price is here. You're not going to pay that regular full price of $229 at retail. Our price at HSN every day of the week is $199. We dropped it by $80. Andre, does that say free shipping down there? Woo! All right, so we got free shipping and handling. What makes this different? I'll give it to you basically. The number one reason, and the number one thing about this, suction power. I have shown you a lot of vacuums out there, and the number one thing and the most important thing that everybody looks for is it powerful? I love my cordless vac, but you know what? It's not quite powerful enough to do all the jobs that I want it to do. It's more of a quick cleanup. I don't want to buy an upright because I don't want to push 18 or 20 pounds around. What if I told you this vacuum in that configuration weighs less than 9 pounds? All right? When you use it as a handheld, because it's a 2-in-1, it weighs about 3 pounds. So all my senior friends, by the way, hello Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. I haven't said hi to you yet. I'm sure many of you are watching. When I say real power, I'm talking about corded power, okay? And nobody is gonna deny that. When you plug something into a wall, it's gonna have unending superpower. All right? I mean, the convenience of cordless is one thing, but this is real power. And yes, you can take it outside because the cord is super duper long. The cord is what, 25 feet a cord. All right? You have easy to use fingertip controls. You have an easy to dump bin inside. So when you fill it up, and you can see it's extra large, you can dump it out. You can even rinse it out, which, if you've got a cat or a dog and you're doing a litter box and you don't want that riding in there, you can clean it up as well. This is how it stores. Okay, it's the handheld, the motor and power up top, basically just store on the bottom. Look at the size of this. It is super duper, and look at the weight, okay? It is about 8.5 pounds. So if you have trouble with a big bulky vacuum, this is the way to go. I wanna make sure I've got everything else. It has a 5-year warranty. Tracy Rosa is here. Hello, my darling. How are you?
I'm glorious. I'm glorious. I'm so glad that everyone has an opportunity to see what the Shark brand is all about. Yeah. Because I think that people hear, like, we're the leaders when it comes to floor care, but you're like, well, what is all the hype about?
Yeah. What's a big deal?
What's a big deal?
Yeah.
This is the big deal. So this is by far our most popular design. Why? Because it is a true 2-in-1. You're getting the handheld vacuum. And listen, when it's in the handheld mode, this is as powerful as a full upright because we have a hypervelocity motor. Go ahead and click it into the base right here. Now you've got that stick vac design, and now with a click of a button, boom, we are able to tackle all these size messes. Look at this guy. Boom.
Yeah, it's insane.
And I love that you were talking about like corded vacuums. When you have a corded vacuum, you're never gonna lose power. You're never gonna lose suction. You're always gonna have that power.
No downtime.
No downtime.
Right.
Yeah, and with a 25-foot cord, you're able to go from room to room to room. So it doesn't matter what size particle that you have, we are going to be able to tackle those messes. Look at that.
You know what I really love about it, and a lot of people don't understand, normally when you do something like that, which is very scattered, it blows all over, but you have to understand that the return of the vacuum is not down here. It's up by your hand.
Exactly.
So you're not blowing the mess all over the place like you do with a lot of other vacuums, and there's no scatter. And we can also turn off that brush bar like Tracy did because you're doing a hard floor. You don't have to worry about scattering it with the brush bar.
No scattering. And look at everything that you're getting. You're going ahead and you're gonna get the handheld mode, right? Click it here. Now you've got an extra 3 feet, so you can get up high, you can get down low. You're gonna go ahead and drop it in this base right here. Now you have that stick vac design, and then you're able to go from hard surface to carpet with a click of a button. Look at this.
Now we just activated the brush bar because we're on a carpet, and you can hear it. Look at that.
Listen. All right, so I want you guys to listen. So here we go. That's hard floor mode.
That's suction.
Yep, and then ready?
Yeah.
Kicks it up a notch.
It just purrs.
And this is why people love a stick vac, is because now you've got that low profile, so you can go underneath all of your furniture without having to move your furniture around. Very lightweight, very easy to use, and there you go. Look at that.
Look at that.
And you get those beautiful carpet lines as well.
Yeah, and again, why are we getting those carpet lines? Because we're getting maximum suction. It's not losing power. It doesn't need to go back on its charging cradle. All right, you have maximum power, and then remember, you don't need two separate units here because it's not only a stick vac, kind of a small upright, but it also works in handheld mode, and we're gonna show you that as well. I wanna really quickly, while Tracy takes a quick second break, should I walk over here? You want me to show you the colors real quick? I'm gonna go over there real quick.
All right.
So I have it available, I think it's 3 colors today. So the one all the way over here is purple. Okay, not sure if you can see it, but we'll come in close and give you that. That's purple. The one over here is just called, is this just black? All right, it's kind of gray on the head of the vacuum there. And then finally, I have it in the navy. All these tools that you see up here on the wooden table, they're included. You know, a lot of vacuum places where you go to a store and they're like, oh, buy this package, and then, oh, don't forget to buy the tool pack. We're including all these tools, and these are ones you're gonna use in your car. These are the ones you're gonna use underneath your seat cushions or your sofa cushions. All those are gonna be included as well. If you buy it today, the price is a weekly deal drop of $80, all right? It's normally, what, $199? $30 to get it home. Another one I'd like you to try, because I think once you actually put that thing on a carpet or a floor and you feel the power that I'm talking about, for only about $100, you're gonna be like, wow, this is better than my upright. And it's a fraction of the weight. I always push this on our senior friends out there. You know, my mom is 90 years old, all right? And if she was gonna use a vacuum, I would never expect her to push around a 15 or 20 pound vacuum, all right? But an 8.5 pound, you know, basically an upright stick vac is gonna be so much easier. Plus it has what we call swivel steering. It's like power steering. When you manipulate the handle, it literally will go around the corner. There's some of those tools I was talking about, Trace.
We don't ever include this when we talk about our packages. You know, you don't get the Crevice tool, you don't get the precision tools. Look at, it's in the details, Guy. So here you have a removable dustbin. That doesn't sound like a big idea, but I'm telling you, it's a really good idea because now you don't have to take the entire unit over to the trash can. You just go ahead and you get the dustbin and you release it. Now,
show everybody, and real quick, look how it stores.
Okay, that's exactly what I said.
That could go, Tracy, that could go in here.
Right.
I mean, if that was a real drawer. I almost pulled the whole damn thing off.
No, but this is what I love. Shark listens to its customer, okay? So one of the reasons that people don't like stick vacs is because they're hard to store. You have to hang them somewhere, you have to put them in a corner or something like that. So what did Shark do? They created a way so you have a stick vac with all of the power of an upright, and it stores just like this, okay? They've gone ahead and they've fixed it all. So there's never a worry of, where am I going to store this? Ready? Like, where do you store that?
Right.
No. We've made it so you can store this wherever you want to go.
Clunky, non-clunky.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Now, reinvent the way that you clean your home. So let's say you've tackled your floors, but you got a mess right here, okay? Ready? All you have to do is put it into the handheld mode, grab your attachments.
Watch.
Look at the suction power.
Suction.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what we're talking about. We're reinventing the way that you clean your home. So instead of grabbing that paper towel or that microfiber or something like that and wiping all of the mess away, no, suction it up.
Yeah.
And because it's so lightweight, because when it's in the handheld mode, it's only 3 pounds, 8 pounds max at the base. Look at this. Ready? Edge to edge cleaning.
Now we're gonna turn off the brush bar because we don't need it.
Look at that.
That is awesome. Not one grain.
And I think when you see a price like this, Guy, I think that people think, what did they skimp on?
Nothing.
You know, did they not do a motor? What's going on? You have your most popular Shark design. You have the hypervelocity motor. So you've got all of that suction power. Get it home. See what all the talk is about, because this one really comes down to power. And listen, if you don't believe me, look at this next demonstration. Look at this right here.
Yeah.
None of our floors are all the same. All right, so we all have crevices, we've all got nooks and crannies.
Sure, tile.
All right, tile, look at this. Look at how it's gonna suction stuff up before it even gets on top of those messes. Look at that.
Yeah, pull back. Look at that.
Look at that.
So it's going beneath to get all the crumbs, the food particles, the stuff that gets stinky after a while, right? It goes right down in there. So this would be great in your car as well, where, you know, automobiles have a lot of recessed areas that are very hard to access.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be able to do that as well. All right, so $80 off today. All right, it's not gonna last. Free shipping and handling today. That's not gonna last either. $30 on your credit card gets it home. I'd love for you to take it for a test drive. All right, try it around your house. Here's what I'll tell you. You're never gonna use your upright again.
No.
There's no reason to push around a 20-pound vacuum when you can push around an 8.5 that stores in about a quarter of the space as a big giant upright. And with free shipping and handling today, there's no reason not to get it. When was the last time you replaced your vacuum, all right? Maybe your vacuum's smelly, right? Because you can't really clean it properly. Remember, you can pull that dust cup off and you can sanitize that, you can clean it. Do you have to buy extra tools to fit onto your big upright? Well, we're gonna give you those. So if you wanna detail your car, you know, my son does a lot of car detailing to make extra cash to help Pop out, because, you know, he thinks Pop's made of money. And, you know, he's a punk, he's a little punk, that kid.
I should introduce him to my daughter, because apparently they think the same.
Yeah, they probably do. But you know what's funny? When you can do something, it's like when I finally bought a really good lawnmower. I love cutting the grass now. My other mower, 8 or 9 pulls to get the dang thing started. It used to drive me nuts every time. I had to prime it, do all this stuff. Then I bought a better mower, and now I enjoy going out and cutting the grass. It's the same. If you find something that really cleans on one pass, not 5, which, you know, cordless, you kind of have to go a few times over it, Tracy. I'm just saying.
I didn't want to say it, but you did.
You know.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with the convenience of cordless. I own one. I love it. But when you got to really clean to that kind of mess, use a real vacuum.
Absolutely, and I agree with you guys. And listen, I'm running in a million different directions, a million different ways. You know, I got the kids, Bella's a senior this year, you've been there. Haley's a sophomore, got lacrosse, I do not have time for the 5 passes.
No,
at all.
no.
No time for that.
No, and not only that, again, you know, you're talking about a 15 or 20 pound vacuum. That's a reason in and of itself to use a quick cordless like 100 times over, because you just don't want to lift that weight.
And let's talk about power. So okay, so here's the deal. You've seen this demonstration guy multiple times,
it's
right?
It's very cool, I will be honest.
But you see it with an upright.
Yeah.
Do you see it in the handheld?
Never. Never. By the way, we do not sell this attachment separately. So if you got a bunch of loose billiard balls running around your house, bend over and pick them up. All right, but we want to show you the power.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trace.
So we have a hypervelocity motor in here. All right, that is a very big deal. The wonderful engineers at Shark have reinvented the wheel, so to speak, so that you've got this. Look at that. So with just in the handheld mode alone, you get all of the power of an upright in just the handheld version alone. So again, 3 pounds in your hand. Listen, Shark is the leader when it comes to floor care. If you want to hear, if you want to know what all of the hype is about, this is a great way to go ahead and see what everyone's talking about.
Yeah, and again, if you need to do, I can do this one, Trace. If you need to do like any kind of detail cleaning, remember, this is it. This is it in your hand. It weighs only a few pounds.
3 pounds, yeah.
So it's not really hard. It's not hard to use. And again, you know, if you've got pets, I can't encourage you enough to use this for your pets. Watch how fast. I'll do this entire thing in just a couple of seconds. That is how quick this thing works. So I don't have to be like, you know, judicious and be like, oh my gosh. All right, I just did the stairs. That's it. Get them all. I'm done. All right, I just cleaned the entire stairs in like 12 seconds. Right. So why has that happened? One word: suction.
Yeah.
It has the most incredible suction power. When you put your hand on it, which I don't recommend because you don't want your hand get sucked in there.
I'm not doing it, you do
It's so powerful. And that is really what we buy a vacuum. You know, when you think...
Well, it has one job, right?
Yeah, it sucks stuff up.
Right.
That's
you don't want it to,
You want your vacuums to suck, all right? I joke about that. It's like, my vacuum sucks. Well, that's a good thing. That's actually a really good thing. What about people that own pets? Because we talk about that all the time. You got to vacuum every day when you have a pet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Pets, kids, look at this. With one pass, look at that. One pass, not the 5 passes that guy's talking about. Look at that. Again, you have all of the suction of an upright vacuum in 8 pounds in your hand. We've reinvented the motor, all right? So you have a hypervelocity motor. You've got the stick vac design that everybody loves. It is lightweight. It is easy to move. Look at those suction.
Trace, you know what else it is?
Huh.
It's not loud.
It's not.
Do you notice that?
Maybe I didn't notice it because I'm so used to Shark.
Turn it on. We're having a conversation. It's really not that loud.
Usually you have to step away.
Yeah, right. We do. You'll see me walk away when. It's not a loud vacuum, so if you do want to get up for some crazy reason and vacuum at 5 o'clock in the morning without waking up. Me.
So you have to check out my Facebook page. Everyone check it out. My daughter gave her senior speech.
Yeah.
And she gave a tribute to my husband, her father.
Oh, nice.
And she's like, I love you, all this stuff. And she's like, even though you like to vacuum at 7:30 in the morning.
Dude, totally. You want to hear, before you start, you want to hear the other thing?
Yes. And it's true.
My son knows that when I wake up in the morning, I like to do that as well.
Right.
I'll use the little, the little Shark wand vac.
Yes.
I do that because Danny and I eat in front of the TV.
Right.
We're a couple of guys, so we don't sit down to dinner, maybe at Christmas time and stuff. So I'll go out there and I know he's in his room going, son, doing it again. He's got that Shark. He's out there. Only because it drives me nuts to go back into a place and drink coffee.
Easy clean. It's easy clean.
Yeah.
It's a funny story, but it is true. We laughed about it.
Show everybody and let's talk about because this is a pile. Normally, you would be pushing this all over.
Right, yeah.
Right?
I mean, and these are coffee grounds, okay? I want you to look at this.
Watch. No scatter.
None.
No scatter. One pass.
No splatter. Nothing. Boom. There you go. Watch
Look at that.
Parsley. Look at this. Look at the amount of parsley right here.
Look at that.
It's suctioning it up before I even get on top of it.
That's suction power. Yeah. So it prevents the pushing.
Exactly.
The shuffling of the debris all over the house, right?
This is what
I love this one.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, take a look at this. Doesn't look too dirty. I probably would be like, I'll push this off to Wednesday.
It looks a little dusty.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like,
right.
Maybe.
Well, and all of us have hardwood floors somewhere, right?
Ready? Look
or
at
tile.
this. Ready? Wait for it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane.
Okay, so listen, like I said earlier, if you have heard about Shark, if you've heard, me say multiple times, hey, listen, I can't say we're the leaders in floor care unless we're the leaders in floor care, So take a look at this. If you're wondering what all the hype is about, what everybody is talking about, if you want to know why this design is one of the greatest designs that we have, our most popular design, and what do I mean by that? The fact that it's a stick vac, the fact that you get low profile, the fact that it is a 2-in-1, so you get the handheld mode and you get the stick vac. You've got the wand as well. This is such a game changer when it comes to cleaning.
Yeah, and all the attachments are included. Yeah. So if you want to, if you want the upholstery attachment, it's a great idea is to use the handheld and clean your mattress once in a while, right? We've got the Crevice tools. We have, everything, the one with the hose on it so you can go underneath your seats in your car and get the dang McDonald's French fry that's been under there for 7 years.
Wow.
You can get under there and you can do that as well. And it even has a little detailed brush on the end, which you slide down. And now if you want to clean off your computer keys or things like that, you can do it as well. Hey, listen, there's a reason that Shark has been here for many, many, many years, Tracy as well, because they're wonderful, and but also because they stand behind their products. Like, now look, I buy a vacuum. Say you buy a vacuum every 5, 6, 7 years, whatever. When you have a company that's going to give you a warranty that's not 1 year, or 2 years, or 3 years, or even 4 years, who stands behind their product for 5 years, right? Even an automobile sometimes only comes with a 3 or a 4 year warranty, right? And you spend 30, 40, 50 grand on a car. They stand behind the product, and that is a really big deal. So when you buy a Shark, you're not just buying vacuum, but you're buying a brand. You're buying a brand that cares about it. Their customer service is amazing as well. Real quick, and there it is, the 5-year warranty. While I'm here, can I just show you the colors one more time? Is everybody good with that? Tracy, all right with that? I kind of like this purple over here. I don't think I've ever seen a purple vacuum, right? I only got 300 left, all right? At $80 off, it's going quick. And remember, everyone that I show you comes with all the tools. The one down here, that's black, all right? And the black has a little bit of gray in it. I'm not sure if you can see the gray there, but the top is gray, okay? And then finally, I also have it available in this navy color right here. How many? 70, last call. Last call. Yeah, okay, we're halfway through Navy. We just started this weekly deal drop, all right? So we are already halfway through, sold through, I almost said thrilled Sue, sold through Navy. So again, we'll start kind of from the top. What's the number one thing that you want in a vacuum? I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care if it's got stripes on all this. I want it to suck. I want it to really have great suction. And as I said, there's a variety of vacuums that we have here, okay? And I own a whole bunch. I probably got 3 or 4 different styles of vacuum.
Right.
Because I like, I like quick and easy with my cordless sometimes. I've got a cordless from you guys. I got one from Dyson. All right. I have a stick vac from this company that's corded because it's so powerful. I don't even, you know what I don't have anymore? I don't have an upright. I'm like, why?
You don't need one.
I don't need it. I don't have that much carpeting.
You don't need it.
But I do have times where I want to vacuum for more than 15 or 20 minutes.
I think that people think heavy, you have to have heavy, you have to have big, you have to have bulky.
Right.
You know, I think that it's like kind of the old school thing. But listen, what Shark did is they've reinvented the motor. So we have a hypervelocity motor right here in the palm of our hand. So here's the thing. Hypervelocity motor means that you get all of the suction power of an upright right here, only when it's in the handheld mode. Imagine what happens now. I'm basically giving you, your stick vac right here with that low profile with all of that suction power. One press of the button, and now I can tackle all of these messes. Look at this, the piles of messes. All right, look at that, boom. There we go, coffee grounds. Ready? Look at this. Look at that. Nothing is spraying, nothing is splattering anywhere. And then here, look at that parsley. Ready? I'm gonna go fast because I don't want you to think that I'm babying anything.
No.
I'm babying it for the shot. Boom. Yeah. And then wait for this.
Can I do the rest?
Here, yeah.
Can I? Because I like to vacuum. When I have a powerful tool in my hand.
Don't mind me. I'm just
you
here.
Go ahead and relax.
To look pretty.
And watch. I got one hand in my pocket. Watch. And I'm not going to take my time either. There's that power steering I was talking about, right? So if I want to go under or around things, I can do that. Look at that.
Can you get down low, guy?
Well, how low can I go? Look at that. I can go all the way underneath. Try doing that with a big upright, okay? And then there's the end of that mess, okay? All done, all finished. Look at the carpet lines, okay? That is it. And then when I want to turn it off, I just hit the button. I can disconnect it. I can stick it in the closet if I want to. I'll hand it back to you, Trace. By the way, already 300 people have picked this up in this airing. And how many left in Navy, Andre? How many? I got less than 4 dozen left in Navy. All right, less than 4 dozen.
You're gonna be fighting with Adam tonight.
That's all right, I'm bigger than him. I mean, that English guy you talking about, Mr. Adam, the guy with the cool accent?
Right, yeah, that guy.
I love that guy. I haven't seen him in Lord knows forever. Well, he'll have a few left, but he won't have many, Trace.
Right, exactly. Look at this, reinvent the way that you clean, all right? You tackled your floors, now tackle your surfaces, okay? Put it into the handheld mode, right, Liz? Like this. Suction up your messes instead of pushing your messes around, okay? So again, very easy, go ahead and release right here. You're gonna go ahead and put it in the canister mode here. And this is one of the things that I like. The canister, again, is removable. So it's not like I have to take this entire unit over to the trash. Look at, no, I open it up, boom.
Dump it.
And then release it. You don't have to worry about any filters. You don't have to worry about investing your money into anything else. It's zero maintenance once you get this home. You're getting a 2-in-1. You've got your handheld, you've got your stick vac, and you're ready to go.
I can wash this out, which is a really big deal.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of the full uprights, that's an experiment trying to take that thing apart. You don't want to deal with that. You saw how easy that was to be able to pop off. Very, very simple. All right, we are 350 people have picked it up today. It's the first day of the weekly deal drop on this item. I got a lot of you grabbing it. And as always, I always like to bring this up. And it's like, I don't want to talk about returning an item, but here's what I'll tell you. Get it home. Take it for a test drive.
Right.
I know you're gonna be impressed. You're gonna be like, gosh, this thing is really, really powerful. You're gonna do the work less. You're gonna do it more efficiently. It's like what I told you about when I finally bought a really good lawnmower, a little rotary motor. I was like, okay, now it's fun to cut the grass. Right. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna say you're gonna be looking forward to vacuuming every day. What I am saying is it's gonna make this chore so much easier. And there's nothing more frustrating than buying something, putting it to work and going, that's not the same as it looked on the TV.
Right.
You're gonna get the results that you want with this, I guarantee.
Yeah, no, 100%. Listen, I tell you over and over and over again, Shark, we're the leaders when it comes to floor care. We gave you the most popular design that we have. We have a true 2-in-1. You've got a handheld vacuum and you've got a stick vac. You've got it in